Hello, I'm Toycat, and if there is one thing that I've noticed people like about Minecraft Bedrock, especially recently, it is the massively increased render distances. For real, you have a much further render distance and things look much more beautiful, and that's because the default, at least on this PC, is 50 chunks of render distance, with the highest being 96. When you play the Java edition, this is as low as 20 and as high as 32 at the very highest end, which means you can see not only 3 times as far in one direction, but you can see 9 times further in total, because you can see that as a square, whatever, you know the maths on how that works. So with that said, you can see much further in Minecraft Bedrock because it's better optimized. However, being better optimized only applies to this one specific area, in my opinion. There are so many rough edges around Minecraft Bedrock, and today you really are about to watch a video that is this many minutes long of just complaining about the menu screen because it triggered me this morning, okay? It triggered me so bad, I woke up and I wanted to play some Minecraft, but all of my settings have been deleted. Minecraft Bedrock is so bad at doing this. If you go back and forth between the beta and the real game, deletes all your settings. You have to save them somewhere and reload them in the background yourself. It doesn't just assume maybe he doesn't want to reset his render distance and his controls, by the way, just because he's going back and forth between beta and not. No, it assumes if you're going into a beta, you want all that gone and deleted. Also, all of your worlds will be deleted, but that's a bigger problem, but also it's the same like level of problem. Next up here, we have the fact that like, okay, so ignoring that when you uninstall, reinstall, go through the beta or not install, delete your settings. Also, if you sign out of your Microsoft account, or get this, because it's a Microsoft account, it randomly signs you out sometimes for security reasons. It'll also then sometimes decide, let's delete all those settings, which is why right now you're seeing this huge Minecraft menu behind me. Seriously, look at the size of these menu options. The menu is the same size as me. Do you see this? Do you see this right here? Wait, okay, here we go. Look, I am literally the same size as the Minecraft menu by default, because Minecraft Bedrock is Minecraft Pocket Edition on the bare bones on the inside, and one of the things they still haven't gone through much effort on, in my opinion, is this menu screen. The default setting for GUI scale modifier is still 0, which doesn't make any sense that 0 is these huge large blocks, and then if you're on a PC or you're on there's a few devices, you can go down to -1, and -1 is still huge, by the way. Look at the size of those buttons right there. There is no -2 for people who want the GUI out of their way. No, -1 or 0 are the only options you have. And first of all, before we even complain about more of that, if there's going to be 2 options, surely 1 and 2 makes more sense. 2 being or 1 and 0 even, we could say. 0 and -1 is so confusing, and if we're going to go by that spectrum, can't we have a -2? And if we're going by that spectrum, and 0 is just perfect, surely some people are going to want to have a bigger menu option. Why isn't there a +1? Because this is so ludicrously big that no one has ever thought that in the history of Minecraft. I guess maybe visually impaired people, we could argue. But you know, if visually impaired people is something we care about, something else Minecraft Bedrock, oh man, look at the size of this thing. Every time it comes back, I'm like, there is no way this is a thing. Speaking of Game of the Year, Minecraft is a game developed by a multi-trillion-dollar company, and something they have still not added is subtitles. I love that they have this focus on accessibility. Allowing more people to play Minecraft is great, but if you have a hearing-based disability, you can only hear the chat. That is all they're going to tell you about. Actually, wait, this would only help visually impaired people, because it's text-to-speech. Minecraft cares if your eyes are missing, but if your ears are missing, you can get right out of here, in my opinion. And so yeah, there is no subtitles, which sucks for anyone who has a hearing issue. I can't hear at the best of times sometimes, and that sucks for that reason. But let's be honest, the real reason I'm complaining about it here is because for speedrunning, subtitles are so useful. Not all of us have the best hearing to pinpoint what exact direction something is in all of the time. Not all of us are wearing our Game Boy headphones when we're doing extreme speedruns, and maybe it would be cool if we had some subtitles. Or maybe the multi-trillion-dollar company developed by hundreds of employees, they can get around to that later, right? I mean, apparently that's the attitude. So yeah, like I was saying, all of your menu options get reset to default, and there's quite a few of these that annoy me, and there's quite a few of them that are just annoying in general that I wanted to go through today, because here's the deal, like, you have to change this every single time. Your brightness is reset to 50. Most people run it at 100. You just see more. Why would you not run brightness at full? So that's something that's annoying by itself. Your HUD opacity is set to 100 by default. Some people like to run that a little bit lower so you can see what's behind there if you really need to. I'm obviously not too bothered. The FOV is set to 60 by default in Minecraft. Again, I feel like a lot of PC gamers love to run that at 80, 90, sometimes 100 and stuff. I get that. That is what some people do. But the bare minimum you should be playing with, especially if you're a controller user like me, is like a 70. It depends. Obviously, it depends on the distance from you to the screen. If you're really close to it, you want a wider view. If you're really far from it, you want to have maybe a narrow view. But who wants 60? Even if you're on a phone, 60... Oh, you can't even go back to 60? Yeah, 60 is such a bad setting, they won't even let you pick it by default, and I don't even know... I don't know, I almost don't know why they have that. I'm glad they have the option, but if you're gonna have a default, surely it should be at 70, which happens to be, by the way, the middle of the spectrum. Nope, it resets your FOV to 60 every time, and things just look slightly off. Do you want to see how slightly off they look? Also, every time your settings are reset, you have to go through the same checkbox, just reminding you that during online play, you might be exposed to chat messages and things that are not rated and suitable for all ages, which is, I know it's like a lawyer thing that they have to do just so they don't get sued when you call someone the N-word online, but it's just like, come on guys, do we need to be like this? I don't know if we do need to. Also, what am I doing here? So my point is, if you look at this FOV, again, it's not a great example right now. I should probably pick up these diamonds, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, this is something. Ah, there's a lush cave here. Really nice. Okay, so look around at this, right? Look around at what this looks like, and everything looks slightly small, but not enough that you get immediately concerned. You're just like, huh, something is a bit strange here. Huh, that is very strange. By the way, speaking of things that are strange, do you notice how on screen there are huge buttons, you might not be able to see the ones that are behind me, that tell you exactly what you can do with each of the buttons on a controller? Guess what? This is another feature that Minecraft just assumes you want turned on every time you leave the game. It's very fun. There is actually a setting that will turn this off. I learned you can do this because it's the same button as my record button is. F10 will turn those off, and then F10 again turns them back on. But still, it's very, very big and frustrating, and there's no way to downsize, as best I can tell, and it's just too much. It's just too much. Anyway, so yeah, before we go on this one, we're on a controller, right? I do want to quickly point out the controller settings suck so bad, so I'm gonna turn down this visual scale. As a fun fact, if you do want to turn down your GUI scale, there is a little bit of a hack. You can just set your screen safe area to be slightly different. I don't know where the screen safe area is. I was just in wherever that setting is. Is it in profile? No, it's not. Is it in creator? Probably. Is it? It's gonna be in game, right? No, it's gonna be in accessibility, maybe? Is it in video? Can you not change your screen safe area from the video? Whatever, so you can actually set it smaller, but not from here, apparently. Well, you know, I didn't want to change my screen safe area. So anyway, the next up thing I have to talk about is the default settings for a controller, because not only is hide controller hints not turned on by default, not only are there some funky options going on here, but also a lot of this stuff is just not very good. I mean, the controller sensitivity, that's a personal preference thing. I understand why 100 is the default. I'm not going to be mad at that. But look at the settings here. The drop item is set to down on the D-pad by default. Toggle perspective is set to up on the D-pad by default. Sprint is set to, like left stick by default. Flying down slow is set to right stick by default. But then there is no... Like, do you see this issue? There's no fly up, slow set, fly up, slow set. There is no pick block that is set by accident. Sneak is on the B button for some reason. So you can fly down and you can fly down slow, but you can't fly up slowly, which is, that feels like a mistake, right? And yeah, most importantly, in my opinion, B being crouch is just not a smart thing. I think maybe this is my own preference just from playing Minecraft too long, but like, unless you're doing like a ton of like, you know, like, I guess if you're really trying to do, like, the speed bridging technique, which you don't need to do on Bedrock, because we can obviously just place blocks out in front of us, like this. Wait, like, let me show a bit. There we go. Like this. Look at this. Wow, I'm placing in front of me. And so, yeah, it's obviously not necessary. It's entirely dumb. Speaking of things that are entirely dumb, something I wanted to practice, and we're here anyway, so let's have some fun, is, I saw this really cool skill recently that you can pick up. If you want to speed bridge, what you can do is you can, okay, we're gonna have to do this on a keyboard mouse. Okay, you go like that, and then you place the block and you jump onto it, and then we're gonna try this again. Okay, so, oh, damn it. This is not criticizing menus, I'm sorry. You deserve better than this, internet. Honestly though, right, I mean, it's a little bit scary, but it's pretty cool. And if you can sprint and do this, you can do it faster than placing out in front of you. So yeah, pro tip, I learned a new way to do something that's a little bit more dangerous than the way I could do it before, and I hope that you enjoy that. But yeah, so anyway, settings on Minecraft controllers suck, and every single time I have to reset them because they're not good by default, and I have to be like, okay, so clearly drop item, in my opinion, should not be down on the D-pad. I can see the, putting it down, you could see the logic they went for, but I don't think they ever played with a controller when they set that up. I think that toggle perspective should be easier to access. I could see it being one of the D-pad buttons, sure, but I think that left on the stick, it's important. You need to do that, especially during like Hunger Games-like situations, right? You need to be able to do that quickly. Sneak/fly down should be right on the stick, so that way you can do it like while you're looking around. You see this? See how I'm not having to switch from, like, if I wanted to do the B button, I would have to like move over, but instead I can look around and I can sneak at the same time. That's important in my opinion. Whereas dropping and looking around, you don't need to usually do that. You don't need to like be looking as you're doing something. And if you really had to, I guess you could claw or something. Anyway, so as you can see, the settings that Minecraft comes with by default are terrible, and I have to remap them so often on every device because they get reset so often, and it's just frustrating. Also, pick block isn't assigned to something, even though there is enough spare buttons that we could have done so, and that makes me mad too. And so yeah, we have lots of different options in here that we could be assigning, but whatever, it's a thing. Next up here, we have the fact that if you do go to audio, you'll notice everything is set to 100 by default. Personally, I think music should go a little bit lower, just a little bit. It can be a bit deafening. I leave Minecraft on. I go downstairs to like, I don't know, fry up some bacon or something, and I hear dun, 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 dun. And yeah, it's too loud. It's too loud. Speaking of things that are too loud, it's not the only thing that sucks about Minecraft's menu screens. And okay, let's be honest, Minecraft is a for-profit game. It is owned by the wealthiest company in the world. If they did not want to make a profit from Minecraft, they would be doing their job wrong. However, I think we can all agree that sometimes you can make more money by providing a better service than one that is like actively strangling you to ask for your money. You know, if you strangle me and ask me for money, I can only give you what's in my pocket. If you say, hey Toycat, I got this great business idea, I'm going to deliver a lobster roll to you every day of the week, I will give you a lot more money than is in my pocket. All I've got in my pocket right now is a bank card and a £5 note. That's not enough money. You're not gonna be able to buy yourself a lobster roll with that. Whereas if you bring me a lot of lobster rolls, you better believe you're gonna have some for a lifetime. So a great example of this would be the main menu screen. Do you know how many buttons you can click and end up paying for something? I'll give you a clue. This one, this one, this one, this one. I don't think this one actually, but this one, and then there's not this one. This just takes you to feedback.minecraft.net, which is interesting. Not many people go there, even though there's a direct link inside of the game. But, you know, okay, this is the one setting you can click where you're not directly spending money. Instead, you're just invited to other people's worlds where they've spent money. Otherwise, the achievements logo, if you click on this, it'll take you to the character creator icons, which you can view the rewards. And when you view those rewards, it shows you them alongside all of the ones that you can pay for. You know, why bother getting achievements when you can buy, I don't know, there's some really weird ones in here, right? Like a Mickey Mouse Rapunzel costume, or a Tiana costume, or Elsa. Have you ever wanted to be Elsa in Minecraft? You better believe you're allowed to be. There's also like Ben 10, and it's weird just how much creator stuff you can buy. Why is this like this? I mean, welcome to Minecraft, right? Anyway, so that you can buy things from this setting menu. If you go to the dressing room, it's directly trying to sell you skins. I don't know why it took away my Toycat skin there. I guess because I was looking in the... There we go. So yeah, you can obviously buy skin packs if you want to. If we go to get more, you can obviously buy little individual things for your skin. You can buy emotes for your skin. Okay, that's a thing, sure. Totally get that. But like, that makes sense that when you're in the dressing room, you're there because you want to buy things. So what about like, you know, the marketplace? Okay, the marketplace is where you buy maps. That makes sense. Minecraft is selling things and they're totally in their rights to do so. I love that. However, then if you go to play, when you create a new world, the default option is world template. Admittedly, it's ones you've already bought first, and then it's, you know, like featured ones that you might own if you have Realms Plus, and then it's featured marketplace templates that you might want, and it's like, come on guys, can we not assume that these are, this takes up 90% of the screen? Just assume when I press create new world, I don't want to open, you know, the magic weapons or the be a mob map. Let's just assume that I want to play Minecraft when I press create a new Minecraft world after already pressing play instead of marketplace. I was just at the marketplace option. I was very much aware that I could buy things. I saw it. It had a big sale icon on there that comes out of the button to draw your attention. They made it the most animated icon. What's going on there? Then when you also, before you even press create new world, it shows your realms before it shows your regular worlds, which is like fine. But one of my big complaints here is if you go to settings, by the way, the place you can buy things is in subscription. These worlds right here, so I have 3 realms, Let Us Play, which is 2 players because it's just a backup realm. I've got 2 10-person realms that I use for various experiments. It's been a while since I've done one, maybe you can tell. I appreciate that lots of these things aren't even like deliberate, conscious business decisions. It's just, yeah, we have some things we sell, we gotta let people know where they can buy them. But sometimes by forcing it on everywhere and every aspect, it clutters the whole experience. And if people wanted to play, rather than having realms come above worlds, why not make it be a separate tab? I never want to play with friends, so when I see that Killer Shark is... Okay, I'm joining his game. I lied to you. I love playing with friends. I want to see what Killer Shark 25 is up to. But, I love to play with friends, as I always have said. My favorite thing in the world is playing Minecraft with strangers. I never have to look at the friends tab, and they will let me do that because... Oh, sad. Well, I guess I can't. I spoke too soon. And servers too. Like, I don't like most of the servers that exist, if I'm being honest with you. Like, what happened to some of the... There were some really good servers, and then I don't know what happened instead. But anyway, so I get that. We have these settings. Can we just put realms on its own little tab up here? Why does it have to coexist with worlds? So I appreciate that sometimes you do want to play a realm instead of a world, but why can't I hide any of these things? And it feels as though the option sometimes is just, well, you might be more incentivized to resubscribe if we saw it all the time. It's like, don't throw things in my face and hope I buy them. Know that if you provide a good product, I will buy your product. I've bought Minecraft on so many platforms. I own it on my PC. This is a whole video. The number of times I bought Minecraft, can we just trust that if I wanted, if what I wanted and more than anything else in the world was to resubscribe to those realms, I would know how to do it without Minecraft reminding me every single day. Speaking of things that Minecraft reminds me to do every single day, this has been a 15 to 20 minute rant about the Minecraft menus, and I don't even think we got to everything. Like, why is... I guess sensitivity for each device does make some sense, but like, all of the different options, like, why did this be true? Why is auto jump turned off on touch by default, for example, is interesting, even though on Java it's turned on the PC by default when you're using keyboard and mouse, but it's off for all of them here. That's really interesting and kind of weird in my opinion. Oh, and by the way, here we go. If you turn down the screen area to 0, it makes the Minecraft menu smaller. Why can't we have this by default? Look how much nicer it looks. You can see so many more worlds. Look at all the extra information we have available. This is how Minecraft should be played. Look, I can see all of the menu options all at the same time. It's amazing. But no, I would just have to not... I'll have to live without the joys of a better menu. And I'll have to live with the joys of bananas instead, because yeah, this was a video where I just criticized the Minecraft menu. I hope that by doing so, we brought some attention to some of the big concerns. Minecraft Bedrock players need accessibility, and also so do speedrunners. And also, the default settings suck. Please, can we change those? Also, who plays Minecraft controller with the default settings here? Also, why is it that the GUI only goes from -1 to 0? It's been so long. How has this not been fixed? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. There's a reset to default button here. I'll give you a clue. I'm not going to press that anytime soon. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let's go to global resources. Oh, there's get more packs in here too. I don't know what these 5 packs are. Like, why is this just called this? Oh, and then there's view more packs, which takes me to the marketplace. So there's more ways you can check things out. Do I want any of these? I mean, they're on sale. This one's included with Realms Plus. Let's give it a check, I guess. Oh wow, Chinese Garden mashup. Let's check out a mashup pack, huh? Anyway, no, I hope you'll enjoy this video. If you did, then I don't know, give it a like or something. It wasn't a very good video, so you don't have to. And I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. I wonder why it it takes so long to save. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.